On December 20th, the chief of Ukraine's main intelligence directorate, Kyrylo Budanov, spoke at an Pound Club event about what he called Russia's next war, outlining Moscow's long-term plans beyond Ukraine. Budanov told the audience that Russia has shortened its timeline for large-scale aggression against European countries, saying the Kremlin now aims to be ready for such a conflict sooner than previously believed. According to Budanov, Russia's war against European states could begin as early as 2027, 3 years earlier than the 2030 benchmark many Western planners had been working with until now. The Ukrainian spy chief said that under Moscow's original strategic plan, Russia expected to complete its preparations for major operations against Europe by 2030, but those timelines have now been adjusted and shortened to 2027. Budanov also claimed that Russia is most likely to focus its future aggression on the Baltic region, naming Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia as the probable first targets in any broader confrontation with NATO. Kyrylo Budanov said, and I quote, "According to the original plan, Russia was to be ready to take action in 2030. Now the plans have been adjusted and shortened toward 2027. To the north is the Arctic Ocean and beyond. America. Not an option. It would be painful. To the east is the Pacific and again America. Same answer. To the south is China, which would be catastrophic. A land border with conditions similar to our war with Russia only for them. That leaves only the West, which in their understanding, excuse the phrasing, is spoiled, sick, weak, and indecisive. The answer lies in deep historical and psychological trauma. In the Russian worldview. These are phantom pains, as I call them. From their point of view, everything is absolutely correct. How they see the world, north, south, west, east. In order for an empire, and they see themselves as an empire, to develop, you always have to move somewhere to expand your influence and territory. This, by the way, is the answer to many questions. His warning follows earlier alarms from several NATO members, which have said that Russia could be ready for a direct clash with the alliance within the next 3 to 5 years if its military rebuild continues. Estonia, Lithuania, and Poland have all announced plans to push defense spending to around or above 5% of GDP in 2026, far above NATO's 2% floor, citing the Russian threat on their doorstep. Across the alliance, there has been a significant uptick in defense budgets and rearmament programs, as NATO governments respond to both the war in Ukraine and warnings of potential future Russian moves. Russia has repeatedly been accused of major provocations in NATO airspace, including drone incursions and aircraft crossing or skirting borders in the Baltic and Black Sea regions. On September 13th, Romania and Poland both took urgent military measures near their borders with Ukraine, after Russian drones that were targeting Ukrainian infrastructure strayed close to or over NATO territory. Polish and NATO aircraft were scrambled in response to suspected Russian drone threats, part of a series of rapid alerts triggered by these incursions into or near alliance airspace. Fighter jets were deployed over Poland under NATO's Eastern Sentry operation, a reinforced air policing mission launched to deter further violations and reassure allies on the alliance's eastern flank. The Eastern Sentry initiative was rolled out after an alleged Russian drone incursion into Poland on the night of September 9th to 10th, when roughly 20 unmanned aircraft reportedly crossed into Polish airspace and several were shot down. France contributed Rafale fighter jets and an A400M transport aircraft loaded with support equipment and weapons for the mission, bolstering NATO's air presence over Poland. Czechia, Denmark, and Germany also deployed additional air assets to help secure Polish airspace, underscoring the breadth of Allied participation in the Eastern Sentry operation.